Hey everyone, this is Jordan Gibby. I'm just looking at this bike light I just got in the mail. It's a USB-C chargeable bike light. We'll go ahead and open this up and show you what's inside. It's pretty nice. It's a I think 2000 lumen bike light. Let me double check my notes here. Looks like it's 2000 lumen, so 5200 milliamps. So it has this manual. WG705 would be the part number, I guess. And manual has some basic instructions. And as I'm getting ready for the riding season this spring, I'm trying to get ready for night riding. So just being ready to have some stuff on hand to use is going to be nice. So here's just some precautions. Shows what comes in the box. It's also in Chinese in case you can read Chinese. I personally can't. But the light itself is aluminum construction, so it's built pretty well. I'll go ahead and pull this out. And then it comes with a bonus seat clamp, seat post light that lights up and has different settings, which is nice. A nice added bonus for safety if you're doing like commuting and things like that. Has a little bag it can be protected in it and carried around in. It also has the mount itself for the handlebars. It's, I think, where it's supposed to be mounted most of the time. And then it has a micro USB charging cable for that tail light. And then it has a USB-C cable, which is a nice surprise. This is a more forward-thinking light. As things change to USB-C from USB A and B, micro USB is not needed on this light for the actual light itself, which is cool. So I'll get a close-up of that so you can see that. But here's that charging cable. You can see that it's USB to USB-C. So very nice. And that charges right here on the bottom. So you can see here's the construction of the light. It's an aluminum body. It is a little bit hefty as far as the weight goes, but it does a good job, I think, keeping everything protected inside, like the lithium-ion batteries. The mounting bracket's very sturdily mounted by screws. It's not cheap. And then the USB port obviously can charge your phone with one of the USB ports and also provide power to charge it via the USB-C cable, which is right here, which plugs right in. So really a nice feature there. The light itself functions by pressing this top button on the light. So there's an on-off button here on the top, and I can tap that once to get this light on. You can see it's right in the lens there. Tap it twice for its brighter setting. Third time for this even brighter setting. You see it's really bright there. And then once more to turn it off. Once again, I'll show you that here on the top so you can see it better. Right here's the on-off button, and it has this first setting, second setting, third setting, and then the best setting of all is double pressing this button twice. So let me close this charging port, which is rubber, and it is waterproof to a certain degree. But I'll double tap this twice. You can see how bright that gets. It's actually too bright for the camera, but really nice bright light, floodlight for like night riding, things like that. And I can turn it off just by tapping it. But that double tap gives you that brightest setting, which is really nice. So once again, you can see that from this angle, it's a good size. I'd say it doesn't weigh too much. I mean, it's not crazy. So the mounting bracket, I'll go ahead and put this on my bike here in a second so you can see that, but the mounting bracket slides in right into the light. So if I were to slide it into the light here, you can see it has this groove here, and it goes in like this. So it slides right in, and here, and then it goes in. And if I come to an overhead, you can kind of see how this mechanism has a little spring-loaded clip here that lets it come out. So as I pull this back out, see how it comes out, you can go back in again. Really easy to operate. It does feel fairly stable on your handlebars, which is nice, so it's not going to be bouncing around too much. And this screw does unscrew and flip out, which is also a nice added benefit to this type of lighting system. And it has some nice rubberized mounting points on there to keep it from scratching or doing anything crazy on your handlebars. It is a very tough plastic. It's not metal. So it's not metal on metal, but it's a very tough plastic, and it feels much more sturdy than your standard lighting, your standard mounts. So I do like that that's more sturdy than normal. So my thoughts are it's a good beginner light. It is here's a link to the page here, or an image. It's VASTFIRE. It's $39.99, which is a pretty good price for a light that does this much. It has a good lumen output. I didn't do any scientific tests, but it's good enough for, I'd say, any intermediate rider. And if you had a couple of these, one on your helmet with Velcro even, and one on your handlebars, you'd be set. And if you have any questions, let me know. But it's a great light, and I'd recommend it for anyone that's just trying to get an easy light to use. And it's plenty bright. It's got a nice bright illumination to it. So And I have a lot of different lights that I've used, and this one I like the build quality, and I like that it's really bright. So I'll do a long-term test with it, see how it goes. But it does have pretty good white light coming out of it for mountain biking. So we'll see how it goes as I use it. And thanks for checking out this video. See you around.